Hi guys, welcome back. It's Anna. Alright, first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for your kind comments this past week. And I really appreciate that. I really hope that you guys are all doing well and keeping safe and keeping sane in these really uncertain and odd times. So, thank you for your kind words. I took a break from filming for those reasons, if you follow me on social media, but I wanted to get back to sharing and do a video on my Scribble journals. I don't think I've actually talked about this at the beginning of the year, and that's kind of around the time that I started it. Maybe sometime at the end of last year, I don't remember. Where, because I've been on a, somewhat kind of a stationery budget, and for the amount that I journal, filling my favorite inserts with the amount of scribbling, I call it, wasn't economical. I would fill those inserts up very quickly with memory keeping and streams of thought. I know a lot of people ask me what I fill my pages with, and it's really much of that. It's not only recording my day-to-day, but just everything that's just in my head. There's articles out there actually talking about inner dialogue, and I'm actually one of those people that constantly has an inner dialogue going. Not everybody has that, and so the way I journal has always been whatever has popped into my mind, and I constantly have things just running through my head. And it suddenly became such a great idea to me to compartmentalize my journaling, so I could take all that streams of thought and random things that I just feel the need to write down into separate notebooks, and then that way I could also use up my notebooks, because that's also been a goal of mine, is to just use up all of the blank ones that I've just had been sitting around and I buy or have had for a long time and I didn't want to get rid of. So kind of knocked two birds with one stone. And so far it's really worked out. Like I said, I think I started this about end of last year, and so far this is what I've got going. I can kind of show you. These are all the different notebooks that I have. These are all the ones that I've got filled completely, and just kind of wanted to talk you through that. So like I said, I call these my Scribble journals because I am a person who just needs to keep their hands busy, even when I'm at work and I'm waiting for, a response to an email, a report to run, something like that. When I take a break, I feel like I just always need to write something down. Is anybody else like that? I don't know. For me, my hands have to stay busy. I guess that works out for creative people, but, in a way, it just kind of, I find reasons to write things down. And it all kind of started, this was even before the Scribble journal idea kind of came about. These two I've had for a long time, and I ended up using them for work. This is a feed journal that when Feed partnered up with Target many years ago, and I've had the notebook for a long time. I didn't know what to do with it. I ended up filling the pages with all of my training notes for when I started my job. And so that's filled with that. And then after that was filled up, I used this Daiso notebook at work, and I started taking notes for meetings and things like that. And then the pages started to become ones I would use for list making, to clear my head, just write down ideas and story ideas and things like that. So this is something that I would just kind of scribble in while I was at work, and that's completely filled up. And then I started transitioning to some of my smaller notebooks. So next came these few. I ended up using this black paper notebook that I got from AliExpress, and I used all my gel pens, my metallic gel pens, and I just filled it up with things. So that was rather enjoyable to use. I pulled out a few of my little notebooks, so a Leuchtturm notebook once again, started filling things up. And this was kind of at the beginning of when the coronavirus started to really appear in the US, and I was starting to record a lot of that news in here. So stats, news, things that I would see, that was in there. A Totoro notebook that I've had, I think I got it when I first moved to Washington. I just filled it up with lots of words and thoughts. And then I moved on to some of my bigger notebooks. I had an old sketchbook that my husband wasn't using, and I decided to just cover the front with some tissue paper. And I just filled it with stickers and whatnot. And then this is one that I was also working on at home while I was filling these three at work. Obviously, because this is such a large notebook. This I think I got on clearance years ago at Barnes & Noble, and I just really liked it because of the paper texture, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it, so decided to turn it into a journal. And I filled it up with, I don't know, just like magazine clippings, writing, stats, tons of stickers. I had sheets and sheets of stickers that I wanted to use up, and I just used it all in here. And then this is the one that I'm currently using, another sketchbook. I really like the cover on it, another clearance sketchbook that I've had for years. And once again, just filled it with writing, magazine clippings, things like that. And I am currently about here. I've got this much to fill. And it's really worked out. I filled it with stickers too and die cuts. I cleared out my die cuts box, guys. And I've just kind of, I don't know, I was just over it. So I just wanted to use that stuff up. So that's where I am. I'm very happy with my progress of using up pens, notebooks, and I've compartmentalized my journaling so this doesn't take up all my, personal journaling. And I just thought I'd wanted to jump on here and show you guys kind of how my journaling has progressed and the progress that I'm making in my stationery minimalism. All right, my daughter is crying. She just woke up, so I just wanted to say hi, connect again, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.